Good boy, dear. It's nice and quiet. So, hi, Anna. I'm thinking about Odynn. I'm trying to think about how he's feeling from his point of view. And the picture. Hey, thanks for coming by. Dennis, please keep it quiet. Thank you. Good boy. So the download that I'm getting from Odynn, the vibe, is that he is in a place at one point where he had perhaps some routine established, a place that he considered home, felt safe, and it was with people that loved him, that he trusted, and that things in his world changed without having the words to be able to comprehend it. Just know that he was being pulled away from a place that was familiar, for not knowing if he was going back or for how long. And he was in a car ride for 2 days, or however long it took to get across, this part of the country. And then he was in a hotel. And the people that loved and cared for him still loved and cared for him, but they may be more stressed than normal, being in a state of transition. Things that were once certain for Odynn maybe were no longer as certain, as far as schedule, routine, where he'll be sleeping, what's going to happen next, when's the next car trip coming up. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't want to try to paint a bunch of details, just pull them out of my ass. I don't know all the specifics, but I know that moving and transitioning and change is hard for everyone. And so there's not only different smells from a hotel room, but then maybe your owner's the hormones and cortisol levels and different smells coming from your owners and care providers. Okay, so that maybe that's like a low level of stress. The dog can cope with that. But then he comes into my house where he was also loved and cared for, but there was also, four other dogs. And if he's not used to being around dogs, he did great as far as his responses and his reactions. But in his mind, I'm thinking about it, and I don't want to try to anthropomorphize too much, try to relate like human experience to dog experience. There are some similarities and crossovers, but it's not it's not a one-for-one transaction by any means. But a good way to think about it, if you or I were dropped into a prison or a mental ward, there's other people around us all of a sudden. We seem to be getting along okay. But what happened to my owners? What happened to my parents? When am I going to get back to my family? How long am I going to be in this situation? I'm in a constant state of alert because I have to be interpreting other animals' body languages, and even though they're being all right, but I got to be aware and hyper vigilant. The dog's like introverted and he's being forced to socialize. It's taxing. it's exhausting. And I think that after that experience, when back with you, you can say, okay, good. Some kind of normalcy is back. Here's the person I know, Anna. I can relax. I can kind of decompress. I've been day after day. It's been a little bit stressful. Things have been changing. Now it's normalcy again. Let me just relax and do nothing for a little while until I feel up to it again. But then if you add to it, you being concerned about how he's feeling, you can probably pick up that you're stressed or worried. Or if you are feeling fear or frustration from feeling cut off from what you need to do because the driving conditions are stressful and dangerous with rain and snow, it can have you projecting and feeling your energy and emotions and the hormones that are inside of you, like stress hormones, cortisol and things like that. I think that could exacerbate kind of like the stress. So then you're stressed and worried because he's worried about how he's feeling. But instead of giving him a chance to rest, regain confidence, composure, a little sense of normalcy, then he's brought in the car again. And then he's brought to another place, a clinic, or urgent care, where I'm sure he's treated with love and respect and care, but it's another bombardment of the senses, right? There's different chemicals, different cleaners and smells of the other animals. That doesn't explain the hip dysplasia or friction on the paw or joint stiffness. But it could explain what seems like a lethargic poisoning reaction type of thing where he's just stressed out and wants to decompress and just be allowed to be for a little bit, have some little bit of consistency, routine reestablished, and some downtime. I think that's the medicine that he needs. I think when the people and the humans around him in his life are feeling happy, secure, stable, I think that he in turn will benefit from that. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. That it's a stress response, and stress from transition and from change. with a line of thought of allergic reaction. I was seeing information like hives, itchy skin, seizures, tremors, urinary like issues, like peeing frequently or peeing when they're not peeing inside when they don't normally pee inside, drooling. And I didn't see it when I did my initial searching for it, but I imagine lethargy could be also a symptom of allergic reaction. Yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling bad myself a little bit and a little bit stressed out actually about how the situation's unfolding. I want I know that I hear you when you say Odynn is a service animal, and from my mind, the service animal, it means that the owner has a disability, and the dog is task trained to help minimize the symptoms of that disability. I have a disability. I have a service animal, and I'm also a student of or interested in the fear and anxiety in dogs, and trauma response in humans and in dogs. And for me, if I'm feeling unsafe or symptomatic, having more information is helpful for me. Helps me feel safer or in control, or like there's less unknowns. So I'm happy to help by answering the questions and sharing the information about something biochemical, allergic reaction, or something in the environment here. That created harm. I wish I could have helped you create enough feeling of safety and security to allow yourself to wait a day or two before bringing him for medical testing and to urgent care. I think now that that's been done, and there's an added financial stress in the situation, hopefully that can be let go. Like, you can't really get a refund. I'm not really in a financial situation or feeling compelled to pay for that medical bill. But again, having information that you get back from that test, hopefully it rules things out, or it can rule out some things and put your mind at ease. All right. This obviously didn't quite come out as fluently as I would have hoped. A little bit verklempt on my end. So, yeah, painting a better picture of what's possible and what's in store and how I think things could go for Odynn. Be that his family finds a place to settle into. And that he can have kind of a regained sense of quote unquote normalcy, routine. And yeah, take a break from working him. Or asking things of him. Give him a place. Yeah, to sit, stay, and heal. That's stupid. To rest, relax, recoup. And then work with him to build his drive and his desire to want to work, to want to please. and then have him, once he's on routine and schedule and a little bit of normalcy, then have him return to doing service work for you. And so I'm not keen on paying for expensive vet bills, but I am open to the idea of continuing to try to help and be of service to your family, to you and your family, and to Odynn. Yeah, but by waiving cost for the board and stay in February, or for other dates, if you're interested, like sooner, if you wanted to see how he did after being able to settle in here for 3 days. If you wanted to wait until I had that camera system set up where you could monitor him around the clock when you wanted. It's like a little robot on wheels that dispenses treats. You'd be able to control it and move it over to his kennel and push a button to dispense a treat for positive reinforcement if he's settled and calm. There's like a two-way talk thing where you could, he could hear your voice, or you could give him a command or just reassure him. Or the other option I have is that Piper, which doesn't have the wheels, but I can move it from the kitchen and put it closer to where his kennel would be. I don't know if the app is still available to download for that thing, though, because they kind of discontinued it. It's called Piper. And the other thing is, I guess it wouldn't matter. It'd be a moot point if you had the thing on wheels. I wasn't sure about the idea of there's not a guest account, so we would have to have like a shared account to get into it. And since that one is fixed, and I don't cover it up, whereas the wheeled one, I don't know. That's what I'm saying is we can try to implement some technology solutions if it helps you feel more comfortable about Odynn staying here. We could have smoking done in a separate room or outside. Yeah. So anyway, I guess that's a no-cost solution that I could offer. Would be 3 days here, see how he does. Another idea is thinking about where you guys are going to stay to be settled. I have the option of moving my sons to rooms downstairs on the main floor, and for me moving into a room in the basement and renting out the upstairs of this house. I think it's commutable to Little Falls, where you'd be doing the catch training. So if you needed temporary stability and you wanted to be with Odynn and close to catch training, we could explore something like that. The upstairs would be 1,200. You would have your own bathroom, 2 bedrooms, a meditation room, some storage space, shared use of the kitchen and laundry room, no utilities, free Wi-Fi. Yeah, there's that option. And then there's the option, yeah. All right. So yeah, too long didn't read, or you fast forwarded to the end. I think Odynn is stressed out, needs to adjust, needs to have some return to some stability, some normalcy reestablished. I think that the concern for his response to his stress is creating more stress. I think some of the pressure and decisions around it kind of conflating. I'm spending a bunch of money on him, so I must really love him. I'm sacrificing, I'm making it hurt for me to provide care for him, so I love him. I think there could be some examining of kind of like the thought and the intentions, the motivations, like the dynamics there. You know, like I'm spending money on you, I love you. Oh, you're still sick. Now I'm still stressed out because I'm more stressed out because I just spent a bunch of money, but I still don't know why you're sick. Instead of, I'm safe, I'm secure, I'm calm. I am transitioning, moving to a different place. I'm doing hard stuff, but I'm okay. I'm not at risk. I'm safe. Odynn's safe. Odynn needs some time to chill and relax. And things are going to be okay. I think that type of mindset, intention, energy would be helpful.